One-foot-flipper.
Hi, Paige here, the One Foot Flipper. How's it going for everybody out there? I'm going to admit it, I've had a terribly rough week. Everything has been going wrong other than sales being decent, but just everything else. And by week, I mean it started in the middle of last week and it is now ending in the middle of this week. That's why I haven't had a video out. There's just been too much else going on. So, did some live shows on Dibdit. Not going to go deep into that. I know nobody cares to listen to Dibdit content, although you could go there and bid on my stuff. Would love if I got the same sort of price results that, like, you know, Dave and Kevin could get over there. That would be really nice. I mostly just do it to clearance things out, though. Anyway, did some lives on shows there. Got some great sales. I did figure out that I do need to increase my shipping prices on Dibdit because I had not increased them with the last postal increase. And looking through, I did eat some money on shipping overall. And I know other people say they ate some money on shipping, but usually the other people who are eating money on shipping are getting much higher prices for their items. I'm giving most of my stuff away at opening bid of $2, so I do need to raise those shipping prices just a little bit. Makes sense, right? One order I know, though, that I shipped out at a complete and total dead loss went to ADH Dave. He popped it nice enough. He popped into my auction just long enough to buy a model car. And the model car I really should have had as a medium item, not as a light. So that's the only item he bought. But it costs more to ship than he paid overall. And because he paid $2 for the thing, $2 plus shipping. By the time the shipping and fees were done, the item was a dead wash. But I had bought it that day, the day before at the bins, and going by the weight of the thing, I paid about $1.68 for it. So I lost $1.68 to give Dave a car. So enjoy the car, Dave. And thanks for your support, man. And also, somehow, I just lost an item. I sold the item in the live show, and it disappeared when it came time to pack things up. How does a hard side Mickey Mouse disappear? I mean, where would it go? I'm not very mobile. It's not like there's a lot of places where I could have put it. Everything that's sold, I put into plastic bags that I then carried downstairs, or that my daughter then carried downstairs for me to pack up. And it's nowhere. It's not on the floor. It's not with the other live auction stuff. It's just gone. So I had to refund that item and send the person a note. But here's where things got worse, which is before I even started packing those auctions. My wife, she wasn't feeling good. She tried to go to the doctor. The doctor didn't have any appointments. They said to go to urgent care center to the emergency room, and that spiraled into a 5-day hospital stay. Don't worry, she's fine now. She did just get home. But here's the thing. I'm disabled. I'm in a wheelchair. I have a prosthetic leg that's really only useful outside the house. It's a complicated issue. But basically, my prosthetic leg, it's extremely uncomfortable to actually sit down while wearing it. And it's so hard to stand, to go from the seated to standing position while wearing the darn thing, that it makes no sense to wear in the house at all. So it's good for me getting around outside of the house, but it's worthless in the house. And I also cannot carry anything of consequence while I have the leg on. It's because I have a mechanical knee, it's too much of a balancing act, and I put the thing over the weight limit if I try to carry anything heavy anyway. Not that I really can. Because it throws my entire center of balance off, and walking with a mechanical knee is much like walking on a tightrope. For some reason, these things are designed in a way in which if you misstep, you can just make the entire knee just collapse together and toss you to the ground. I don't know why they're designed that way at all, but they are. And I better hold on to it too, because if things don't change in U.S. politics, I won't have any health insurance next year, so I'll have no way to get another one. So, here it is. My wife's not here. The packages are piling up. I mean, I've got like 60, 70 packages at this point. And some of them are big, too, because they were like, you know, multi-item orders from live auctions. And I'm having to get up at 5:30 in the morning to get my kid to school. I am not used to getting up at 5:30 in the morning. Usually 5:30 in the morning is about when I finally actually start being able to sleep well without having to pee every 30 minutes. Because, yeah, that's the life I live. Peeing every 30 minutes all night long. Because for some reason, ever since I've been in the wheelchair, my buddy says, oh, Paige, why pee during the daytime when we can save it all up and go 37 times at night? So, anyway, getting up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm a zombie. And why? Why is school starting so early? Why does my kid get on a bus at 6:15 in the morning? It can't be to reuse the buses for each grade, because the high school bus shows up within 1 minute of the junior high school bus, and the grade school bus is like 10 or 15 minutes later than that. So that's 3 different buses. Why are they going to school that early? I didn't go to school that early. It doesn't make any sense. So the hospital stay keeps extending day to day. Never know if she's going to come home. The packages are piling up, and I'm not getting anything else done because, I'm, having to do all the things that my daughter needs. She ended up having some appointments this time and visiting my wife in the hospital every night. And all I can say in this, the one thing that did keep working for me, though, is Crosslist.com, which is the software I use to not only put my listings on more than one website at a time, you can also use it to import listings. And you can use it to import other people's listings, which is my favorite feature. So say like I find a brand new item, I will use the Crosslist software. I'll find it on eBay. I'm like, oh yeah, there's 5 people. They all have the same listings, the same photos, and I'll import that listing, and I'll get the same listing with the same photos. But I'll price mine 14 cents cheaper, and I'll sell mine first. Anyway, if you want to try it out, there's a link and a code down in the description. Save yourself 30% off your first payment, and I'll get a little kickback for that too. Otherwise, they don't pay me. They only pay me if people use the link. Oh, and speaking of pricing lower, I did find this beautiful turkey, Jimmy turkey. It was so close to Thanksgiving, though. What am I gonna do? I know. I priced it $5 cheaper than everyone on eBay, and it sold within 24 hours. And that particular item I got out immediately. I made sure to get that one out. It didn't sit there and wait for 5 days like everything else while my wife was in the hospital. It went out immediately. Now, finally, Jim, my stepfather, he saves me. He comes and he fills his entire car, trunk to front seat with packages, and he doesn't have a little car either. He's got an older gentleman's type of car. Not quite a Cadillac, but it's not small. And thankfully, he's smart enough at the post office. He goes in to let him know what's happening, so he doesn't have to make 50 trips inside. They have him pull around to the dock and put it all there. It all even got scanned in, which is better than my usual results at the post office. And now here I am, Wednesday. My wife has finally come home. She's back to work today. Now, for her privacy, I'm not going to get any of the details why she's in the hospital. She's a bit better now, and her life is not in danger or anything else. So the details don't matter to you, the viewers. Except the few of you, the viewers, who are friends with me in real life, then you probably already know the details. Unless you were out hunting. Some of my friends were out hunting, and I wasn't going to text them while they're in the woods to bother them about my wife. But now I'm going to have to start playing catch-up. I'm like 20 listings behind. On eBay now, I try to keep a steady 2,000 listings of items over $5. And I no longer list anything under 10. But I'm at like 1,980 of those right now. So I got 20 listings to catch up on. Of course, it's already 11 a.m. this morning. What have I done? I'll tell you what I've done. I stayed in bed till 9. Finally making up for all those 5:30 days. And I spent way too much time texting Jimmy the Dolphin Flipper and a few other people. And just having an idea of what I'm going to do on this video, because I wasn't sure. I don't normally do the type of ADHD video where you just turn the camera on and start talking. That's not what I normally start doing. Normally I have an outline or a script or I research things, or I didn't do any of that this time. Pretty much just turned on the camera and started talking. I mean, I've got some notes over there, like 8 sentences worth, but not an entire video. All right, well, I'm going to get back to work here. Thank you for watching this rambling piece of garbage here. If you know anybody else who is made completely of garbage, you can tell them about this channel. I'm getting close to 21,000 subscribers and wouldn't mind meeting that goal. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.
Forgive me, I don't know his actual name, but his YouTube name is onefootflipper.